Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out with me today. I am excited about the project I'm working on. It's not the project that I need to be working on, but it's what I'm currently wanting to work on, okay? You have those projects where you're like, okay, I've got this much done on a project, I need to get it finished. Well, yeah, I have those projects, but then I just wanted to crochet gnomes today. I just want to make some gnomes, and so that's what I'm doing. Had just made a leaf. I had just made this cute little leaf. But before I get into showing you what all I'm making, I want to make a couple of announcements. One, Premier Yarn is having some great sales right now. Go check them out. I plan to get over there right after when I get finished making this video and get me some Premier Basic yarn. And so they have lots of sales. So I'm going to leave a link in the description box right below this video. In that description box, you open it up, there's a Premier link. You can go over there and check out those sales and get in on that, because you don't want to miss like 25% off. Yeah, that's a good sale. Michael's is also having a sale this week, 30% off, and Hobby Lobby's is 30% off. But sometimes that Premier Basic, they just have colors that no one else has. So, yeah, if you're, looking to order some yarn online, please use my link below and get you some of that basic sweet potato yarn. I just like that they have a color named sweet potato. I always, I'm amused by all the different yarn colors, that they can come up with. Not just basic, but any yarn company. The other announcement that I wanted to make was it is open to join the Yarn Pattern Club, the mini pattern from 3 a.m. Grace Designs. There will also be a link to hop over there, check out some patterns, join the pattern group that is starting up. It's only open April the 1st through April the 9th to join. And some people asked me to remind them again when it opened. And so this is your reminder. And so I'm excited about joining that club, because you'll get 3 patterns every month sent to you. And there'll be fun patterns. I know they will. I'm waiting on that mini Converse tennis shoe that's going to be out in April. Now, you probably won't get your patterns until like after the 9th. I'm going to say the 10th or so. I'm just guessing. But I know it's going to be after the 9th whenever it closes. Then everybody will receive their patterns for the month of April. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that each month. Okay, so I wanted to get those little things out of the way. All right, what am I working on today? I'm making some gnomes, because I just want to make gnomes, okay? And so I had a bunch of these knitted hats that were, they're 2-color knitted hats. That means they're reversible. This one's purple on one side and this green on the other side. And they're all kind of spring colors. And in Louisiana, you just don't need a hat right now. So I'm turning these hats into gnomes. So I'm going to stuff this. And the good thing about gnomes is you don't have to have eyes. And so I'm going to stuff this. And then I'm going to be putting a hat on it. A beard. A nose. And right now I am crocheting some leaves, because I want to put some leaves and flowers on it, on the top of it there. And I'm just looking to see, and I may even put arms. I don't know yet. We'll just see how it plays out. But I wanted to turn all this right here into some gnomes. So that's what I'm working on. Now, I don't know if I'm going to put this color leaf with that. Maybe, because it does match. So I'll see. But I have some different things. They're not going to all look the same. I just have different ideas for different gnomes. Uh-oh, I had my hook turned all the way backwards. So what have you guys been doing? What are y'all doing today? Did you have a good weekend? It looks like I did nothing over the weekend. I'm telling you. I absolutely did nothing over the weekend. I did get a lot of little progress, but not much, not much. I just wasn't in the mood to crochet this weekend. And so, yeah, sometimes that happens. But I'm crocheting today, getting my I'm making a leaf here, and I'm just making this up. I chained 6. I think I chained 8 on the other one, but I don't want them all the same size. So I chained 8 and I mean 6. I slip stitched into the first. Now I'm going to single crochet and then a half double crochet. And then I'm going to double crochet. And I think that's like, I don't know, maybe the next to the last. To me, it doesn't really matter. You can't mess up leaves because I don't think there's any leaves in my yard that are symmetrical and are perfect. So I don't try to make leaves perfect. They just are whatever they are, however they turn out, right? I don't think my leaves are all symmetrical in my yard. And who would want to be symmetrical anyway, right? I don't know. So, in the last one, I'm gonna put about I put a double crochet in the next to the last, and then this last one I've got 2 double crochets. Let me add another one. That makes about 3 double crochets. And I gotta get this tail out of the way. It just jumped up in there like it knew where it was supposed to go. And it didn't. Now I'm gonna work down the other side, but I gotta try to pull it out a little. Because I think I was covering it up too much. And so I'm doing a double crochet in the first one on this side, and then let's see, how about a half double crochet, and then how about a single crochet. Like I said, sometimes I might do the same thing on the other side, or it might be just a little bit off. It don't matter. And then I'm gonna slip stitch. And then I'm going to slip stitch back into that very first one. Oh, that tail's getting on my nerves there. Yeah, I'm going to slip stitch back right into that. And see how that does. They're not wanting to go just right. Oh, I hope that's the cat beside me. It is. Something like brushed up against my leg, and I was like, oh, I hope that's the cat. Now she made my leg itch. I can't get my slip stitch to come on through. There it goes. All right. Oh, no. Well, it's not even working out for me here. I don't know what it is doing, but it's not working out. I'm going to close that up. So I'm going to put a single crochet there, and then slip stitch over here. And like I said, you can't really mess these up anyway, so whatever you do is fine. Don't be scared to go mess up a leaf. because it's a leaf, right? And then I'm going to chain one and then cut my yarn and pull that through, and now I have another little leaf that didn't turn out so pointy, but that's okay. The tip of it must have broke off while it was falling to hit the ground or something. You know, sometimes that happens. It's no big deal. But I bet if I tie these two together, it's going to bring that one on up. I may have to slip this under, hit this right here to hold it. Yeah, so I can tie a knot. And I know I'm kind of off camera right there, but just for a second, I just needed something to hold it down for me while I tied a knot. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. And it's fun to just kind of create. This is my favorite type of projects. The ones where I just make it up. And some of the stuff, you know, I've seen on other amigurumis, you know, patterns and stuff that I might just remember. Oh yeah, that one had braids, or that one had curlies for the, instead of a mustache, I mean a beard. Some of them have mustaches instead of, you know, so I'm just playing. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just playing and making it up as I go. So I have this one. I'm not sure about that. That's kind of an off-white, kind of a cream color. And I was just trying to match some up. Just different colors. That one's already got a pom-pom on top. So, and then this one is just some, I don't remember what yarn that is, but it's kind of a variegated, and there's a yellow on top here. So I wanted to put like some daisies or something on this one. I thought would be pretty. And then these are just some more spring colors. And I might put some rabbit ears on some of them and make them a, you know, Easter gnome. And some of them may not be. I didn't want to do all pinks because, you know, not everybody likes pink. But I was trying to just do some of these pretty spring colors. All these hats are reversible, so I could pick any color that's, you know, on the sides. But yeah, that's what's going on over here. And I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna create noses. I have my yarn here. And so I've already created a bunch of noses. Well, not a bunch. I've created 4. And I think I have enough here to make 9 gnomes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What did I say? 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, I'm glad I recounted that. Although I could always use gnomes' noses later. 7, so I got 4 made. I got 3 more to make on that. They're not going to all have leaves and vines and flowers, but some of them are, and some of them might have some flowers and bunny ears, and who knows. On the noses, all I'm doing is chaining 2, and then I'm going back in that first chain, and I am putting 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I have 6 single crochets, and I'm going to put a stitch marker in my last one because that's what I like to do. And now I'm going to, in that first one, or in all of them, I'm going to do two single crochets in each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So in my first one, over here, I'm going to do 2 single crochets. And I'm just going to do that in every one all the way around. This is a quick, simple little gnome nose. All it is about, like, you know, half of a ball. So there's no way to mess this up either. Gnomes are very easy to make. Got a hat. Here's a nose right here. Just 2 single crochets in each stitch. After you start with that 6, one more round after this. Now, if you want a bigger nose, after this round, you can do 1 single crochet in each stitch just to make your nose a little bigger, but you don't have to if you're okay with about this size nose. Matter of fact, some of those I might have did another row of just single crochets, 1 in each stitch. Some of them I might have, because one of them does look a little bigger. And then I stick my stitch marker in because that's what I like to do. And I don't know why I say that. And then in the next one, next round, I'm going to do 1 single crochet. Oh, my yarn split like really bad right there. Like I said, you can do 1 single crochet in each stitch. I'm going to do 1 single crochet, and then I'm going to do a decrease over the next 2 single crochets. And then my yarn split again. And then another single crochet in the next stitch, and then over the next 2 stitches, do a decrease, and then a single crochet, and then another decrease, look at there. I'm trying to go a little fast since, you know, I'm on camera and just trying to show you what I'm doing. I was just trying to quickly go about it. And then a single crochet in the next, and then the last 2 will be a decrease. At least it is for me. If it didn't turn out that way for you, it's okay. It's just a nose. It's just a nose. It's not the end of the world. Just fake it till you make it. In other words, just turn it into a nose anyway. Alright, and then it's inside out because my noodle's outside the bowl, remember? So I'm just going to close this off and cut my yarn. And then you can take your inside noodle and go around, and I'm going to do that. I am. Oh, what am I? Well, I had a needle. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and thread my needle with my inside noodle. That's your starting tail. And this is why I didn't crochet over my tail. I wanted to leave it out because I wanted to take that starting tail and I'm just easily picking up an inside stitch, and I'm just going to pull that tight as I go around it. And you really don't even have to go all the way around. You can do every other stitch or just a little bit. Pull that tight to close in if you have a little hole there. And then just take your needle and go back. Skip the stitch that you come out of and just go back a stitch or two. Just to kind of lock that in. And then turn it right side out so your noodle is inside the bowl. And I'm just going to tie my starting strand and my ending strand. I'm just going to tie them together, but not so tight that I distort the shape of my nose. Well, so that is a nose, a gnome nose. And then for the beard, like I said, you can do braids, you can do one beard, you can do a mustache. This one, I started off with about 4 single crochets, and then I might have did like 1 single crochet and an increase in the next, 1 increase, you know, like that. And then the next one, I might have did like 2 single crochets, increase, 2 increase, and then like 3 increase, and just, I was trying to pull it up. Oh. I can't tell you. And then some of them I did like just a 1 single crochet all the way around. Like I might have increased that one and then single crochet all the way around and then increase and then single crochet all the way around. I was trying to get it to pull up some, and I don't know. Sometimes I do single crochet all the way around, and sometimes I'd increase. Sometimes I'd just crochet several and then do an increase to try to shape the beard. So it is, I'm not going to stuff it. I'm just going to leave it flat like that. And I am kind of shaping it myself because it didn't turn out exactly the shape that I was going for as I was trying to shape it. So I'm just kind of twisting it with my hands and shaping it. And you can use either side, wherever how you want your beard to go. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing. And I will come back and show you how I'm putting some of them together as I get pieces made. Like I've got a lot to make before I actually make gnomes. And then I might do like some arms on some. Good thing about it is they don't need eyes. They just need noses. I'm going to finish up my noses. I have 3, 4, 5. I only have 2 more to do. So I'm going to finish up my noses and then work on a few more beards. And then decide like, okay, this one's going to have daisies and, you know, such like that. What, you know, what kind of little flowers I'm putting on them and such. And then figure out which ones are going to have bunny ears. And so for the bunny ears, I'm going to go probably like 4 single crochets, and then probably 4 single crochets, and then start doing like a single crochet increase, and then like single crochet all the way around, and then 2 single crochets, increase, kind of increase it a little bit, but you know, not so much that it turns out like this big, just, you know, a little bit, and then make some bunny ears out of that. It'll be cute. We'll see. I'll be back to show you all, you know, like how they're turning out and what I'm doing. Probably going to work on these for like over the next couple of days, maybe. I don't know. I just know I'm just going to relax and enjoy my craft. And I hope you're enjoying a craft today or something else that brings you happiness. And I will see you all in the next video, friends. Love you all. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I appreciate you all so much. Y'all are the best friends ever, and I love spending my time with you all. Remember, it's a beautiful day to crochet. I hope you do something today that brings you some happiness and you are just enjoying life all the way around. That's what we're here to do. See you all later. Bye.